Hi guys, and welcome to my channel. Today I want to show you how to make farmer cheese zapekanka. It's sort of like a Russian cheesecake, but not quite. The origin of this dish is French, but it is so popular in Russia that it is served in every single household. So what is zapekanka? Zapekanka is a dish that is baked into a pie using different ingredients and eggs as a binding component. And this particular zapekanka is usually served with kisel. Kissel is a viscous compote popular as a dessert and as a drink in northern, central, and eastern Europe. It consists of sweetened juice or berries thickened with a cornstarch. So let's get started. And of course, for farmer cheese zapekanka, we're gonna need a farmer cheese, which is also called Tvorog in Russian. We need about 800 grams of farmer cheese. And if you can't buy it in the European stores in your country, you can certainly make your own. Check in the description box for a link on how to make a farmer cheese at home. So this is what farmer cheese looks like. It looks like crumbs. We're just gonna put it in a large mixing bowl, both packages that are 400 grams each, and we're gonna need eggs. I'm using 5 eggs for this recipe. If you're using extra large eggs, just use 4, but 5 is a good amount. And to the eggs, we're gonna add some ingredients. First goes in the salt. We need a half a teaspoon of salt to balance the sweetness in this dish. And then we're gonna add some sugar. I'm adding 4 tablespoons of sugar. If you have a sweet tooth, then add a little bit more. Also, 1 packet of vanilla sugar is added. You can substitute it for 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. And farmer cheese loves lemon. I don't know why, but the combination of the two makes the most amazing flavor. So I'm gonna add the zest from 1 lemon and all these ingredients added to the eggs so they have a little bit of time to dissolve in the eggs. And our egg custard is ready. We're gonna add it to our farmer cheese, and also we're gonna add 4 to 5 tablespoons of fine semolina, 3 tablespoons of sour cream. Everything gets mixed. And why we're adding semolina, not flour? Semolina expands when it's added to the liquid, and it is gluten-free, so when you add the flour, it's gonna taste a little bit gummy. When you add semolina to this dish, it's gonna taste very fluffy. And then of course we need to bring this mixture to a little bit smoother consistency. You can either use the potato masher. I'm using the hand blender just to blend it out a little bit so it looks much smoother. And then the final 2 ingredients are gonna go into this dish, which is 1 teaspoon of baking soda and 1 teaspoon of baking powder. I'm using the combination of the 2 because I figured out this is gonna give you the most rise. So when you bake this dish, it's gonna have this fluffy consistency. We're gonna cover it and let it rest for 10 minutes and allow the semolina to expand a little bit. In the meantime, I am gonna show you what else we can add to this dish. I'm adding a cup and a half of golden raisins, which is also called sultana raisins. And I soak them overnight, because if you just add the raisins directly from the package to your dish, they're all gonna sink to the bottom and you're not gonna have a pretty dish. So soak them overnight, then next day you just need to drain them and pat them dry. The form I'm using to bake my dish is 12 by 9 and it is 3 inches deep. I would advise you using either metal baking dish or a glass, because we need to cut the zapekanka inside the dish, and if you're using any type of non-stick coating, it could get damaged. Then take a piece of butter and coat the bottom and the sides of this dish. Let's check on our zapekanka dough, and as you can see, after 10 minutes it almost looks like a real dough. It is almost doubled in size. At that point, we're gonna add the raisins. You can add any type of dry fruit into your zapekanka or just leave it as is. And we're gonna transfer this zapekanka dough into the greased dish. We're just gonna spread it around so it looks even on all the sides, and to make it look very brown on top and also have a little bit more of the flavor, you can add a tablespoon of sugar. So just sprinkle the sugar on top, and our zapekanka is ready to go in the oven at 355 degrees Fahrenheit for 40 to 45 minutes. In the meantime, we're gonna make our kisel or compote, and I am using cherries. I actually had some frozen cherries. I defrosted them, and I am gonna add 4 to 5 tablespoons of sugar to it. Just gonna bring this to a boil and cook it for about 5 minutes. And after that, we're gonna thicken it, and the thickening liquid is gonna contain 2 tablespoons of cornstarch and a cup and a half of water. We're just gonna mix it together, add it to our cherries, and then mix it again. And at this time it looks very milky, but watch the magic. In about a couple minutes, the cornstarch is gonna thicken up a little bit, and then the whole compote or kisel is gonna look clear. And it's ready. We're just gonna cover it and wait for our zapekanka to get ready. There are 2 different ways to see if your zapekanka is ready. It's gonna have a little bit of a detachment on the sides, and also we can check it with a toothpick. When inserted toothpick comes out clear, your zapekanka is ready. And we're gonna cut it into squares. You see how pretty this looks, and also very fluffy. And by the way, if you're using a much smaller dish, your zapekanka is just gonna be higher, and that's a good thing too. We're gonna cut it into squares. We're just gonna take 1 square out, put it on the plate, and here comes the magic. And this is what I remember this dish from my childhood, is enjoying the kisel, that gooey stuff, more than the actual zapekanka. But believe me, the combination of 2 is the most amazing flavor you can taste. And here's the taste time. Taste it and serve some hot tea with it. And by the way, this dish is served strictly for breakfast. I hope you liked this video. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you soon. Bye.